What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to cover KEEL Infrastructure, and we're going to cover Ben Gagnon. He did 2 interviews yesterday on Block Space and McNally Money, and I kind of just want to discuss that and go over it with you guys, let you know what I think, kind of give a breakdown, and kind of go from there. After these 2 interviews, man, I'm a lot more confident than I was listening to the earnings call, and I think a lot of other people are too. The video that I posted yesterday has gave me a little bit of hope in the KEEL community. It's gave me a little bit of hope. There's still some investors here. You know, the couple videos ago that I posted right after the earnings presentation was brutal, man. The comment section in that video was absolutely brutal. People were just very, very unhappy. People were selling left and right, front and center. I mean, it was the community. They let me down. You know, I'll be honest. The KEEL community has let me down after the KEEL earnings, and you know, I shouldn't be surprised because that's retail in a nutshell. Retail follows hype. Retail follows a trend, and as soon as that trend's over, retail is the first to jump out. And you know, they're notorious for buying the highs and selling the lows. You know, we were talking about it in the Discord last night, and you know, a guy was like, you know, I think that's just human psychology. You know, people just buy the highs and sell the lows. They buy into the hype, they buy too late, and then when it goes down, they start losing money, they sell. I don't understand it, never will understand it, because if you zoom out in hindsight, it's so easy to just buy the damn shares, hold the shares, don't look at it until, you know, the thesis plays out. It's that simple, guys. It is that simple. It's not rocket science. It's not, you know, you don't have to be some investing guru to make money in the stock market. All you got to do is make strong bets, hold the damn shares, don't panic sell, don't listen to every piece of news you hear on the internet, because you will get massively persuaded in a certain direction, especially if you don't have conviction in the company you're invested in. So, like I said, the KEEL community, I feel like they let me down. I thought it was a strong investor community. But I will say this, the core community is still here. The core community is still stronger than ever. You know, we had just weeded out some of the people that, you know, the KEEL Infrastructure trade is just not for them, which is fine. So, moving on to the interviews. So, Ben did an interview on Block Space and on McNally Money yesterday. And I'll say, man, the confidence is still high. The confidence is still very high. He kind of went into more detail of the lease deal progress. Even though he's not given specific timelines on these deals, the way he's worded things in these interviews, it's almost impossible to believe there's not going to be some deals signed by the end of the year. Almost impossible. The funny thing to me is, by reading some of the comments in the comment section, some people out here actually believe KEEL isn't even building data centers. Like, it's just, like, what do you think they're doing? What do you think they're doing? What do you, there's so many, people just dig way too much into things, and it just blows my mind. People will talk themselves out of an investment quicker than anything. It's insane. It's insane. But after those 2 interviews yesterday, man, I'm a lot more confident in my thesis. I'm a lot more confident in holding KEEL Infrastructure for longer, letting it play out, man, because it's going to take some time. It's going to take time, and I'm willing to wait. I didn't get in this investment for a quick turnaround play, right? I got into this knowing that the company is very early stages. They don't have anything built out yet. They still had to go through the whole decommissioning process of their Bitcoin mining. I knew this was going to be a multi-year hold. And the only reason I'm saying I'm giving them to the end of the year for a lease deal is because if there's not a lease deal signed by the end of 2026, it's going to make me question it a little bit. But, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a deal signed by the end of the year. Maybe even a couple. Because the way he was talking, you know, yesterday, he said, you know, Moses Lake is most likely 100% going to be first off. But Sharon and Panther Creek could be right behind it. You know, and he was talking about some of the permitting in Pennsylvania that's like kind of holding them up. And he was telling people, like, the current permits that they're looking for right now are really non-political, Because, you have the first batch of permits that can be very political with the zoning, right? Zoning permits can be very, very politicized. But what he was saying is, some of the permits that they need now are just like for just regular sewer, and they're not going to be dumping massive loads of like water waste. It's just what they need is permits that every other business has, that all the employees need at a certain place to work there, right? Like sewer and water and stuff like that. It's non-political permits, which that made me a little bit more confident as well. With everything that's going on in Pennsylvania and all the uproar about data centers being built and stuff like that. So that shedded some light on that deal. And also, I did see a guy on Twitter yesterday. He said that he knew some people that went out to Moses Lake and actually talked to the construction workers on site, saying that the construction workers said, oh yeah, they're building a data center and such. I don't know if the dude was capping, because he said, I have video or pictures, but I can't post them in the YouTube comments. So I dropped him a link to my Discord to see if he would come join the Discord. So if you were watching this video, you know who you are. I can't remember your name right off the bat, but join the Discord. Post those videos or post those pictures in the Discord, and I will make a video about it and spread the information. Because I think, people would love to see some updated photos on the ground in Moses Lake. I think it'd be very interesting, and I think it would instill some confidence in the community by seeing that. But hopefully the guy wasn't lying. Hopefully he is being truthful. So we'll see if he finds this video and comes over and joins the Discord and shares those pictures. If he doesn't, either way, guys, I'm still very confident KEEL Infrastructure is building data centers. There's already equipment on site at Moses Lake. Ben was talking about that yesterday as well. They also got in the work some long lead equipment for the other sites, right? They're working in so many different parallels. There's a lot going on, but the way he was talking about the deals yesterday has instilled way more confidence in me, and I'm really hoping that it's instilled some confidence back in the community. Unfortunately, retail investors really focus on price, right? Unfortunately, they cannot get a number out of their head, right? They can't look at the broader picture and actually invest in a company. What retail investors do is invest in a stock price, and it's unfortunate. You cannot just sit there and invest in a stock price and invest in a chart. You have to build conviction and invest in the company, not in the stock price. Yes, you're buying the stock price, but you're not invested in that stock price. You're invested in what the company is doing and what the vision for that company is. And KEEL's vision is massive. The revenue that KEEL is going to be able to generate in the next couple of years, if they, get the deals done that they say they're wanting to get done, they could be pushing over $1 billion in annual revenue by the end of 2028. And that's special, man. That's special. Yes, they're going to have some debt to pay back. But going from absolutely zero revenue right now, because they've decommissioned all of their BTC, going from where we are now to, $1 billion plus in annual revenue would be absolutely a home run for KEEL Infrastructure. And he did say yesterday, talking about deal structure, that they are going for triple nets, right? That's the kind of deals that they want. With one exception being Moses Lake, because it's a very unique kind of customer that they're going to be looking for at Moses Lake because of the size, right? Because Moses Lake is so much smaller, it's only 18 megawatts. It's built for a certain type of customer. And the way he was wording things yesterday when he was talking about Moses Lake really makes me feel like they've already got a customer there. Right? They're just waiting on a couple of things to get ironed out before they announce it. I really think they've already got customers lined up. I really do. From the way he was talking, it's just very hard for me to believe that he's full of shit. I'm a pretty good read on people. I like to think that about myself, that I can, kind of read the room pretty well. And I have, a lot of common sense, which a lot of people in the world nowadays do not have. And from what I got yesterday, like I said, it's just instilled way more confidence in me. You know, I'm ready to see the thesis play out. And like I said, I have built some more confidence back in the community after yesterday's video. You know, a lot of the comments in there were people, you know, still holders of KEEL Infrastructure. Yes, you had your fair share of people that had sold out, but I'm just upset with the community, man. I really am. I really thought this was different. I really thought this community was different. But at the end of the day, it just seemed like the community, a lot of the people that sold out just seemed like another meme coin community. Like in crypto, you have these meme coins that, you know, these community members come in, they buy it up, and then they just sell out, walk away with no reasoning, no rhyme. And it reminded me of a meme coin community the other day after the Q2 earnings, which is sad, man. It's very sad. The video yesterday, the comment sections were a lot better, a lot more cleaned up. And, you know, I'm confident, man. I'm super confident. I'm super ready to see what KEEL Infrastructure can do. I'm ready to hold this thing for multiple years. Nothing's changed in my position. I hold call options. I hold shares. I'm ready to watch it play out. I really think, like I said, I'm in KEEL because I see their vision. I'm in KEEL because I see what the potential is with their pipeline and with their assets and their portfolio of assets. They have one of the best portfolios in the energy pipeline space. And they have something that a lot of other people don't have: access to 2027 power. They have access to something that a lot of people do not have. And it's very, 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 very sought after. And it's 2027 power. And that's why I think KEEL Infrastructure is taking their time, because over the past 18 months, the cost of power has kept rising. And I really think they're in the position now to, when they do sign these deals, they're going to get a very premium deal. Very premium. And I think it's going to be worth the wait. I think it's going to be worth all the negativity. I think it's going to be worth all the bullshit that we hear on the internet about KEEL Infrastructure being garbage and stuff like that. It's going to be worth the wait. And I cannot wait until they come out with some great news, with a blockbuster deal, and all these other people online that are so negative can go eat a bag of shit. I'm so ready for that day, because I know it's going to happen. Deep down in my heart, I know KEEL Infrastructure is going to deliver on what their vision is. Unfortunately, a lot of other people out here in the community can't see that vision because they're so invested in a stock price that they can't look past a stock price, unfortunately. It's sad, but it's just true in the retail community, right? And institutional ownership is at an all-time high. I don't know where this cat in the comments the other day got that the big institutions were selling out. That's not true. It's at an all-time fucking high right now with institutional investors. So everything is on the right path for KEEL Infrastructure. Everything is on the up and up. The investment is on the up and up. The only thing that's not on the up and up is the stock price. But with time and with patience, the stock price will follow. The stock price will follow. And I'm here ready for it. Nothing's going to change that. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm going to ride this bitch till the wheels fall off. And that's how it should be if you have conviction in a company. Because if you wait out long enough and you're in a company early and you hold the shares, the market will reward you if you are in a quality company. Now, I always like to play devil's advocate in these videos because nothing's guaranteed. This could, I am doubling down on KEEL. I have so much confidence in KEEL, but guess what, guys? I could be wrong, right? The fudders and the haters on the internet could be right. They could be. Do I think they are? No, not even close. Not even 1% close. But it's a possibility. But from everything that I've gathered, from all the research that I've done, I think I'm in the right stock. And I think it's going to do very, very well long term if you're able to hold through the volatility and hold through the bad times. I think this stock is going to reward the patient. So we'll see what happens. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, guys. Leave some comments. Leave a like down below. I really appreciate it. We're getting closer and closer to our goal here. The 4,000 hours watch time. We're very, very close. If y'all want to be so kind to play these videos in the background multiple times, I would greatly appreciate it. YouTube screwing the little content creators by doubling all the requirements to become a YouTube partner at the beginning of the next year. So I'm doing my best to reach those goals to get the channel monetized. It's not all about money to me, but it would be nice to get, a little something for my efforts in making these videos every day. And because it takes a lot. I'm always out here working. I mean, y'all see, I'm always in the truck. I'm always working. And, I like to get these videos in between jobs and stuff like that. And, it'd be nice to be rewarded a little bit for my effort putting in on these videos. I do enjoy, community building, which has been worth it so far. Meeting some of the people that I've met in the KEEL community has been worth it so far. So, just earning a little bit from these videos would just put the cherry on top, and I'd, be very grateful for that. So, again, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't panic sell your bags, guys. Do not do it. Don't be persuaded by these people online that don't know what they're talking about, that are only trading stock price, that are only looking at charts. They're not invested in the specific company. They're only invested in its price. Do not listen to them, and, you'll be glad you did. Till next time, y'all be safe. We'll see y'all in the next one.